Suzuki Mehran. Yes, it's back. After years of retirement, Suzuki has decided to revive the Mehran nameplate for 2025, and it's creating waves of nostalgia and curiosity alike. If you've been a fan of affordable, bare-bones, and highly practical city cars, you'll definitely want to hear what Suzuki has done with the new Mehran. So, let's get into it. The original Mehran, which ruled the streets of Pakistan for over 3 decades, was known for its simplicity, affordability, and ease of maintenance. It was a car for the people, and whether you loved it or hated it, there's no denying that it became a part of the culture. But over time, it became outdated, lacking safety features, modern styling, or even basic tech. It was finally discontinued in 2019. Fast forward to 2025, and here we are with an all-new version, a redesigned, reimagined, and built for a new generation of budget-conscious drivers. So, what exactly is new about the 2025 Suzuki Mehran? Well, let's start with the design. The exterior has been completely overhauled. Gone is the boxy, bare-bones shape we were all used to. In its place is a modern compact hatchback design. Borrowing elements from Suzuki's global car lineup, the silhouette is more aerodynamic, with rounded edges, a slightly raised stance, and sharper creases on the sides for a more dynamic appearance. The front grille is now wider with the honeycomb pattern, and the headlights have been upgraded to projector halogens with LED daytime running lights in the top variant. At the rear, you'll find a clean layout with vertically stacked tail lamps and a slightly curved rear windshield. There's also a tiny spoiler at the top with an integrated brake light. Suzuki has managed to modernize the Mehran's look without going overboard. It still feels like a budget car, but now it looks like one designed in this decade. Size-wise, the new Mehran retains its compact footprint, perfect for congested city driving and tight parking spots. The wheelbase has been slightly increased for better cabin space, and ground clearance is also a bit higher to better handle speed bumps and rough roads, something every Mehran owner can appreciate. Now, let's talk about the heart of the car, the engine. This is where things get interesting. The old Mehran was powered by an ancient 800cc carbureted engine with very basic performance and poor emissions. For 2025, Suzuki has equipped the new Mehran with a modern 660cc 3-cylinder engine, similar to what we see in Japanese cars. Despite the smaller displacement, this engine is fuel-injected, Euro 5 compliant, and significantly more refined. It produces around 50 horsepower and 63 Nm of torque. On paper, that might not sound like much, but for a car that weighs just under 700 kilograms, it's actually quite adequate. The focus here is not performance, but economy and urban usability, and this engine delivers exactly that. Suzuki claims a fuel average of around 20 to 22 kilometers per liter in city driving, and up to 26 on the highway. That's impressive, and easily among the best in its class. As for the transmission, the base variant comes with a 5-speed manual, while the higher trim offers a CVT automatic, a first for the Mehran name. The CVT is smooth and convenient for city traffic, and it complements the tiny engine well. For those who prefer full control and maximum mileage, the manual option will remain a popular choice. Moving to the interior, and here's where the biggest transformation has happened. If you ever sat in the old Mehran, you know it was as basic as it gets. In the new 2025 model, Suzuki has given the cabin a completely fresh layout with better materials, modern touches, and improved practicality. The dashboard is now a dual-tone setup with soft texture plastics in the top variant. The center console houses a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system, supporting Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The screen quality is decent, and the interface is intuitive enough for basic use. Below the screen are rotary-style manual AC controls, with a digital climate control system reserved for the top-tier GLX variant. The instrument cluster is also updated with a digital analog combo, showing speed, fuel economy, gear indicator, and trip info. It's still simple, but way more informative than the old analog-only cluster. Seating has improved significantly. The new Mehran features fabric upholstery with better cushioning and support. The front seats offer decent legroom and headroom, and the rear bench is more comfortable than before thanks to increased space and a flatter floor. It's still a small car, so 3 adults at the back will be a tight fit, but for 2 passengers, it's totally manageable. In terms of storage, Suzuki has added more cubbyholes and cup holders. The glove box is bigger, and there are pockets in the doors now. The trunk space is also increased slightly to accommodate small bags or groceries. For larger cargo, the rear seats can be folded down, another feature that was missing in the old model. Safety-wise, Suzuki has made some much-needed upgrades. The new Mehran comes with dual airbags, ABS, EBD, rear parking sensors, and a reinforced frame structure. While it still doesn't have advanced driver assistance systems like lane keeping or emergency braking, which is understandable at this price point that now meets basic safety standards required for most global markets. This is a welcome step forward. Now let's get into the driving experience. The new Mehran is tuned for urban use, and it shows. The electric power steering is light and responsive, making U-turns and tight corners a breeze. The suspension is a bit stiffer than we expected, but it helps the car stay stable over potholes and uneven surfaces. At low speeds, it's comfortable and nimble, although the small engine does feel a bit strained on steep inclines or when fully loaded. On the highway, the car performs adequately up to 100 to 110 km/h. But beyond that, you start to feel its limitations. Road and wind noise creeps in, and overtaking requires careful planning. But again, this isn't meant to be a highway cruiser, it's a city workhorse, and it plays that role well. In terms of variants, Suzuki is launching the 2025 Mehran in 3 trims: VX, VXR, and GLX. The VX is the base model, featuring manual windows, basic steel wheels, no infotainment system, and just the essentials. The VXR adds power windows, central locking, body-colored bumpers, and the infotainment screen. The GLX is the top variant with alloy wheels, LED DRLs, rear wiper, CVT transmission, and digital AC controls. Color options include classic white, silver, metallic gray, a new shade of blue, and even a red variant exclusive to the GLX. Suzuki has clearly put in effort to appeal to a younger demographic who wants affordable style. Now, let's talk price, the most crucial aspect of the Mehran legacy. The 2025 model starts at around PKR 1,850,000 for the VX variant, PKR 2,050,000 for the VXR, and around PKR 2,350,000 for the top-of-the-line GLX CVT. That makes it one of the most affordable new cars in the market, especially considering the inflation and rising costs of imported parts. Suzuki is also offering a 3-year or 60,000 kilometers warranty, with extended service plans and parts availability nationwide. One of the brand's strong points. The Mehran is being produced locally, which should help maintain supply and avoid delays in deliveries. Another interesting aspect is Suzuki's commitment to providing this car as a fleet option. Expect to see it as a popular choice for ride-sharing services, driving schools, and corporate fleets. The ease of maintenance, wide parts availability, and strong resale value make it a logical choice in that space. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Will people accept a new Mehran in 2025? The older generation might still compare it to the original and critique its pricing, but for new buyers looking for a budget car with modern features, the 2025 Mehran could be a very smart buy. It's reliable, efficient, and finally up-to-date with safety and emission standards. There's definitely a nostalgia factor working in Suzuki's favor here. The name Mehran still resonates with millions of people. Many had it as their first car, learned to drive in it, or used it for daily commutes for decades. Reviving that name with a new, improved package is a clever move. That said, the competition has also moved forward. Rivals like the United Alpha, Prince Pearl, and even some used imports like the Daihatsu Miura will challenge the Mehran's position in the market. However, none of them have the brand strength, service network, or emotional connection that Suzuki holds with the Pakistani audience. In conclusion, the 2025 Suzuki Mehran is not just a car, it's a symbol of evolution. It takes everything we remember about the old Mehran and the simplicity, the affordability, the familiarity, and brings it into the modern age. It may not be the most luxurious, the fastest, or the most tech-loaded vehicle out there, but it gets the job done. And in this segment, that's exactly what matters. So if you're a first-time car buyer, someone looking for a reliable city commuter, or just want a small car that won't break the bank out, the new Mehran deserves your attention. Suzuki has done a commendable job of respecting the past while embracing the future. Thanks.